good the entire game. We really did a good job, and they didn't make anything, which helps, but I just thought we kept moving, kept the ball out of the middle. But, you know, offensively, we probably had 10 fast break opportunities that we didn't convert. You know, you have to convert those. We just made some bad decisions, bad pass, bad decision. You know, you've got to convert those. We just didn't. And it's disappointing. I thought we played pretty well for a while, and then we made probably just at the second half we got probably up 8 or 10. We had 3 or 4 right in a row with our best players with the ball coming down, and we just made bad decisions and bad plays, and you know, it's just something that you just can't do. You know, I think one thing I've been impressed watching Marshall, they're a physical rebounding team. They really got on the boards, exposed a weakness there. We didn't do a good job on the boards. We forced a lot of missed shots, and then we didn't get the ball back. You know, that's obviously something that's of a concern. You know, this is the first probably bad game CJ's had since he's been with us. He just couldn't get it going tonight, and you know, I thought Deion and our guards did a good job. I thought Michael did a good job coming in, getting the ball to people, making good decisions. But you know, it was a defensive struggle. They're a good defensive team, and you know, if we'd have taken advantage of those fast break opportunities, I think we'd have been all right. But that's something we can work on. We'll go back and work on it. Any questions?
Jim, can you talk specifically about Brandon Trish?
Yeah, you know, I think Brandon's played really well tonight. I thought he was very aggressive. He just wasn't finished. You know, just wasn't going in. And I thought that you know, we went a little bit more. We wanted to get Michael some time, and he did a good job for us. If he hadn't, I would have probably gotten Brandon back in there. But I thought Michael gave us about 8 or 9 minutes where, you know, he got the ball to people. Didn't turn it over, got a couple nice assists, made his free throws. So I thought it was a good opportunity, a good learning experience for him, not getting in the last game. I wanted to get him in there for a while, and I thought he did a good job. But Brandon's really playing at a high level. He missed some shots tonight that he's normally going to make, but you know, he's playing, he's aggressive, and playing at a high level.
Coach, what did Marshall do, especially with Tinnin, to kind of expose you guys on defensive boards?
Well, you know, he's a good rebounder. You know, whenever you play zone, there's going to be some opportunities because of the way we play our zone to cover people. We're covering people, and there is some opportunities in there on the offensive boards, and that's going to happen. I think we could have done a little bit better job than we did, but you know, he's a good offensive rebounder, and he did a good job. Both those big guys are pretty good rebounders, and Kane rebounds well from the guard spot. But I think Tinnen's a very good rebounder.
Jim, you had 12 steals tonight, and you lead the nation in steals at I think 9 a game, something like that. And for a zone team, that's pretty interesting. I'm curious about why you think you're able to get.
Well, we normally are pretty high in the league in steals normally. I think this year we've been a little bit more active. You know, I think maybe just the comfort level of guys being in the defense for a while now. I just think we've been more active. We're covering areas better. I think our zone is better than it's been. You know, that's. But we normally are pretty good in terms of forcing turnovers, stealing the ball, making steals. I think Andy was second in the country for a long time. You know, but I think our defense can do that. I think when we're active.
A physical team like this, how much does playing a team like this prepare you for, you know, when the Big East comes?
Well, it's a physical game. They're good. They're physical. They come at you, and you know, that's there's gonna be a lot of games like that down the road.
Of the 12 steals that you guys had, only 2 of them came in the second half. What kind of changed?
Well, I think that generally your defense generally better in the first half, and I think teams generally get used to playing against whatever defense you play and get going a little bit better in the second half. We didn't do that tonight, but Norm, in the last 2 or 3 games, I think we've scored 40 or something in the second half and 28, 30 in the first half. Normally, your offense gets going better in the second half as a normal rule. It didn't work so well for us tonight because of some of the turnovers we made in fast break situations. But teams are going to get better against your defense.
Coach, you noted that Marshall, in terms of their top rebounding, able to expose weakness for you guys. What type of improvement do you look at Biggs to next implement to try to improve upon that?
Well, I think our guards got to help us a little bit more on the boards. I think that would be something that would be helpful. I think Dion's got to help us. He did not help us tonight on the boards. CJ had, really, I think, his first game that I just felt he wasn't in there. He just wasn't, didn't play like he normally plays. And we expect him to get us 7, 8 rebounds. And, he played, 20 minutes and gets 1 rebound. That's not his game, So I think we can rebound better. But whenever we extend our defense and cover shooters, which is a positive and makes, it's a very positive thing. So there's going to be some rebound situations in there, and they took advantage of it.
Jim, how much of it is it a kind of a learning experience for Rakeem? He got some time where normally he's
Well, I'm
not.
trying to get him some minutes here and there, and, at the end there, in the middle, he was, kind of got confused. And, what I'd like to see him do is just go rebound it in there, and, when he's in a learning experience, he's in 11 minutes, he's got 3 turnovers, and, we can't have that in that position. So he's learning. We're trying to get him and Michael as many minutes as we can. As they improve, Michael really gave me a lot of confidence, inspired a lot of confidence with me, the way he played tonight. He was under control and doing a simple offense and made good decisions. He's a very good defensive player in our zone. He does a very good job down there, so that's a big positive. But those 2 guys, we're trying to get them experience, and hopefully that will help. But the thing that's what I'm surprised at the last 2 games, we played 2 pretty good teams. We have not played well. We have not played well on offense, and by any stretch of the imagination, by any interpretation of good offense at all. 3 for 17, 3 for 11 from the 3. Turnovers and fast break situations where you should score, not turn it over. It's not like you're getting trapped and you turn it over. Just some offensive errors that you think coming into these 2 games, if you play this way, you could lose one or both. So, I think we've got to feel fortunate that we won both, but we've got to also try to get better on the offensive end.
Coach, what did you think Marshall did best?
They're a very good rebounding team, and we knew that coming in. Cincinnati's a physical team. They out-rebounded Cincinnati by something like 13. And, the game they lost, they missed 18 free throws. They lose by 2 against a good team. But, you miss 18 free throws. It's hard to beat many people. They're a very physical rebounding team. They're a very good defensive team. I think they struggle shooting the ball at times. I think some of it was our defense. It's when they didn't get a shot for a long time. I think when they got one, then you're thinking about it a little bit. But they're a physical team. They rebound the ball as well as anybody. They're probably up there in the country in rebounding. They average, I think, by 9 coming in here. So now they'll be out rebounding people by 10 after this game. So they're physical. They play good defense. They're strong, physical kids. They do a good job. Tom does a good job with that team. They very easily could have come in here undefeated very easily.
Coach, can you go into the play of Fab Melo through the first 9 games?
I think obviously he's made a huge strides. I think he's still got a ways. I think he's going to get better and better as this season goes along. I really do. I think with him and Bai, we got a great combination in there. Bai drew a couple charges tonight, got some rebounds. He's just gotta finish some of those layups he gets in there. But I think the two guys, you know, they can give us what they're giving us, and I think they can give us more. I think Fab made a great duck and under move in the first half that he hasn't made really yet since he's been here. Got a couple good opportunities to start the second half, just missed a little bit. Got pushed under a couple times when, you know, he's gotta get his position, hold his position better. Those are all things he's learning. He works hard every day. Both those big guys do. I think that's a huge key for us in terms of what we need to do. Those two big guys. That's been, you know, true from preseason right through to the end of the year. Those two big guys got to keep getting better. We got to keep helping them get better.